St. Peter's Basilica, midnight. The grand structure stood tall and majestic, its intricate architecture illuminated by the soft glow of the moonlight. The night sky, clear and star-studded, provided a perfect backdrop for the basilica's towering dome and ornate facade. An eerie silence cloaked the holy city. The usually bustling St. Peter's Square was now a vast expanse of emptiness, with only a few shadowy figures moving silently in the distance. The stillness of the night was almost palpable, as if the very air was holding its breath. Moonlight bathed the basilica's dome, casting long, dancing shadows across the square. The interplay of light and shadow created an almost surreal atmosphere where the boundaries between reality and illusion seemed to blur. The moonlight highlighted the intricate details of the basilica's architecture, making it appear even more magnificent. A light fog swirled, like whispers of forgotten prayers. The mist added an ethereal quality to the scene, as if the spirits of the past were gently caressing the ancient stones. The fog moved gracefully, enveloping the square in a soft, almost dreamlike embrace. The air hung heavy with anticipation. It was as if the very stones of the square were waiting for something momentous to occur. The dim lighting added to the sense of mystery, casting long shadows that seemed to dance and shift with every breath of wind. Inside the basilica was a symphony of shadows and light. The interplay of darkness and illumination created a mesmerizing tapestry on the walls and floors. Every corner of the vast interior seemed to hold a secret, waiting to be discovered by those who dared to venture deeper. Candles flickered, casting dancing flames against the ancient marble. The gentle glow of the candles added warmth to the otherwise cold stone, creating pockets of light that seemed to pulse with life. Each flickering flame told a story, a silent testament to the countless prayers and hopes of the faithful. Incense, thick and sweet, hung in the air. The fragrant smoke curled and twisted, creating intricate patterns that seemed to dance in the dim light. The scent was both soothing and intoxicating, a reminder of the sacred rituals that had taken place within these hallowed walls for centuries. The scent of history, of faith, permeated every corner. The walls seemed to whisper tales of devotion and sacrifice, of moments of profound spiritual connection. Every artifact, every piece of art was a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit. The silence was absolute, broken only by the gentle rustling of robes. The quiet was profound, a deep, almost tangible presence that seemed to envelop everything. It was a silence that spoke volumes, a silence that held within it the weight of centuries of prayer, reflection, and reverence. A small group of figures, cloaked in white, moved with purpose. Their hushed whispers echoed softly off the cold stone. At their center, a figure of quiet authority, Pope Tagle. His face, etched with wisdom and time, held an air of solemn expectation. He adjusted his skull cap, a subtle gesture that spoke volumes. Something was different tonight. The air thrummed with an energy that sent a shiver down his spine. A commotion at the rear of the basilica, the heavy thud of the main doors being thrown open, heads turned, eyes widened in disbelief. The silhouette of a tall, imposing figure framed against the moonlight, Donald Trump. His presence was as unexpected as it was inexplicable. A hush fell over the assembled clergy. What was the former president doing here at this hour in this most sacred of places? Pope Tagle, his composure unwavering, gestured for the others to continue. He moved towards Trump, his face unreadable. The two men met in the center aisle, the cavernous space amplifying the weight of their encounter. The world watched, holding its breath. Cameras flashed, capturing the moment for posterity. History was being made, but its meaning remained shrouded in mystery. Rituals of the night. The ceremony commenced. Latin chants echoed, their ancient resonance weaving a tapestry of sound. The air was thick with the scent of incense swirling in the cool night breeze. Shadows danced on the faces of the gathered crowd, their expressions a mix of reverence and awe. The flickering candlelight cast an ethereal glow, illuminating the ancient text held by the high priest. Each word, each syllable, seemed to carry the weight of centuries, a bridge between the past and the present. Then a shift. A new language arose, melodic and unfamiliar, Tagalog. The transition was seamless yet profound. The chants, now in Tagalog, brought a different rhythm, a different energy. It was as if the very soul of the ceremony had transformed, embracing a new cultural essence. The participants, though diverse, moved in unison, their voices blending harmoniously. The book, now open to a page of Tagalog script, glowed with the same sacred light, a testament to the universality of the ritual. The sound of the Philippines, echoing within the heart of the Vatican. It was a moment of cultural convergence, a melding of traditions that transcended geographical boundaries. The ancient walls of the Vatican, witnesses to countless ceremonies, now reverberated with the vibrant sounds of the Philippines. It was a reminder of the global nature of faith, of how rituals can unite people from different corners of the world. Trump stood beside the Pope, a silent observer to the unfolding ritual. The juxtaposition of these two figures, one a symbol of political power, the other of spiritual authority, was striking. They watched in silence, their presence a powerful statement of unity and respect. The Pope, with his serene demeanor, seemed to embody the timeless wisdom of the Church, while Trump, often seen as a figure of controversy, appeared contemplative, perhaps even humbled by the sacredness of the moment. His face, usually a canvas of bravado, was now etched with a hesitant curiosity. The flickering candlelight highlighted the lines of his face, revealing a side of him rarely seen by the public. There was a softness in his eyes, a vulnerability that spoke of a man touched by the profundity of the ritual. It was a moment of introspection, a rare glimpse into the inner workings of a complex individual. He glanced around the basilica as if seeing it for the first time. The grandeur of the architecture, the solemnity of the atmosphere seemed to have a profound effect on him. He took in the intricate details, the soaring ceilings, the beautiful frescoes, all bathed in the soft glow of candlelight. It was a moment of quiet reflection, a pause in the midst of the ceremony that allowed him to truly appreciate the beauty and significance of the place. The night was filled with rituals, each one a thread in the rich tapestry of human spirituality. An artifact of mystery. The climax of the ceremony approached. Pope Tagle held aloft a small, ornately carved wooden box. Inside, nestled on velvet, lay an object hidden from view. He turned, presenting it to Trump. Trump hesitated, then reached out his hand. Their fingers brushed as the box changed hands. The moment crackled with tension, a silent exchange passing between the two men. Global reactions and speculations. News of the midnight ceremony spread like wildfire. The world was caught off guard, and the media scrambled to cover every angle of the story. From bustling city centers to quiet rural towns, the event was the topic on everyone's lips. Social media erupted, a cacophony of questions, theories, and pronouncements. Hashtags trended globally within minutes, and live streams of the event were shared millions of times. Influencers, celebrities, and everyday people alike weighed in, each offering their own take on the mysterious ceremony. What did it mean? What was in the box? Speculation ran rampant. Some believed it was a message from a higher power, while others thought it was a political stunt designed to distract from more pressing issues. Conspiracy theories flourished, with some suggesting it was a signal from extraterrestrial beings. Was this a political maneuver, a religious awakening, or something else entirely? Political leaders and religious figures were quick to offer their interpretations. Some saw it as a divine sign, a call to return to spiritual roots, while others viewed it as a challenge to the established order. Analysts and theologians debated the event's significance. Experts from various fields were brought in to dissect every detail, from the timing of the ceremony to the symbolism of the box. Television networks hosted round-the-clock discussions, and academic institutions held emergency conferences to address the phenomenon. Was this a sign of a new world order, a blurring of the lines between church and state? The implications were profound. Some feared it heralded a new era of authoritarianism, while others hoped it signaled a move towards greater unity and cooperation among nations and cultures. Or was it a desperate plea for unity in a world increasingly fractured? In the midst of the chaos, there were moments of hope and solidarity. People from all walks of life came together, united by a shared sense of wonder and curiosity. The event, whatever its true purpose, had sparked a global conversation, one that transcended borders and brought humanity closer together, if only for a fleeting moment. A moment suspended in time. The ceremony concluded as quietly as it had begun. Trump, clutching the wooden box, disappeared into the night. The fog had lifted, revealing a star-studded sky. The basilica, bathed in the silver light of the moon, stood silent once more. The world held its breath, waiting for answers, for explanations, but the silence held. The mystery remained. Unanswered questions. What transpired that night within the hallowed halls of St. Peter's Basilica? What secrets were shared? What promises made? The questions lingered, echoing the mystery of the night itself. The world had witnessed a convergence, a moment of profound significance. But its true meaning, like the contents of the wooden box, remained elusive, a secret shared only by the two men at its center. The world waited and wondered. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.